Is this file of mine visible to all of you? I'm sharing one Word file.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll be doing one numerical on.
Yes.
So first, I'll be drawing the circuit for that. Okay, I'll just draw the circuit first. So here we have connected the dependent as well as the independent, we can say, voltage sources between two nodes, due to which we can say that these particular nodes, they can be named as the super node, as we have discussed already, that we can see it as a super node only when there will be one, we can say, dependent or independent voltage source between any two nodes mentioned in the system. So depending for that, I will be just yes, here I have a current source and here I have a resistance. So this current source, this is of 10 amperes, this resistance is of 2 ohms, this voltage source, that is an independent one, this is of 20 volts, this resistance is of 6 ohms, this is of 4 ohms, and this dependent source, voltage source, this is plus minus 3 Vx, this is a voltage dependent voltage source, and Vx will be the voltage across this particular resistor. This is Vx, and this value is of 3 ohms, and this is of 1 ohm. Is this circuit clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in this question you need to find the node voltages. Okay, so first step is to denote the nodes. So is it clear to everybody? First step, what was that we had discussed earlier? That was to, we can say, denote the nodes. Okay, so first we will denote the number of nodes that will be, we can say, joining in this particular circuit. So how many number of nodes are there? 1,
5.
2,
5.
3, yes, 4, and 1 will be your 5, or we can be also name it as 0 node. That is the reference node. So here the number of non-reference nodes is equal to 4, and 1 a reference node, that is, or we have named it as, say, node number 0. Fine. So total nodes are 5. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this we have found. Now we can just see the supernode which can be made. That is this, between 1 and 2. You can just see there is a voltage source. If you see here, it's an independent voltage source. Okay, independent voltage source which is connected between, say, node number 1 and node number 2. So what we can do here is we have just we can say recognized the super node over here, which is between 1 and 2, and one more will be there between
3 and 4.
Yes, again this will be again a super node which
3
will
and
be
4.
having dependent voltage source, which is a voltage dependent voltage source. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the two super nodes that we have we can say recognized in this circuit? Two super nodes are there. One is which formed by node 1 and 2, and another is formed by node 3 and 4. Is this also clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now what we need to do next is that we need to write the equation that somebody was asking, that how will you do? We'll again go through the properties of the supernode as we have discussed about the properties of supermesh. So here we can see the properties of supernode. First, we can say property that we had discussed, that as we had discussed in case of the supermesh, that the supermesh does not have any current of its own. ऐसा बोला था ना?
Yes, ma'am.
बोला था ना? So same will be the supernode will not be having any voltage of its own. That means we need to find whatever we will find, that will be with respect to the these we can say nodes, or we can say that will be with respect to the nodes that we have formed over here. Means whatever we are going to find, that will be with respect to node 1 and 2, or we are going to write the equations with respect to node 1 and 2. That will be the two equations. Secondly, we had discussed that in case of the just super mesh, we said that it will be we can say using two things. One is KCL and one is KVL. Same here also, we will be writing the equations using KCL and KVL. Is it clear? We had discussed that in case of the super mesh also. What was that? That we need to solve, or we need to get the number of equations by using the we can say the two we can say principles, or we can say two laws, that is the KCL as well as the KVL. Now here we will be writing the next we can say property of the supernode. First property of the supernode that we discussed was the supernode has no voltage of its own. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is the voltage. These are the properties. Voltage source inside voltage source inside the supernode source inside the supernode provides a constraint equation. In case of supermesh also, we also said that there will be one constraint equation that will be comprising of the current, say I1, I2, summation of current I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. Similarly, we will be having the voltage sources inside the supernode. They will be providing us one more equation, that is third equation will be of the supernode. And what is the third one? For solving the supernode, we will be requiring KCL as well as both. Is this much clear to everybody? Now we will be using these three properties on this particular problem. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now first thing is we need to write the node equations. So how we will write the node equation? We will be writing the node equations first for supernode 1, 2. Okay. The same way as we did in the previous question when it was not a supernode, we just solved it by nodal analysis. We had written the equation. So at supernode 1 or 3, we will be again drawing the circuit. We need to now redraw the circuit. I'll redraw it and all of you also redraw it. So we'll now mention the currents and all. So here we will be just denoting it in terms of the dotted lines. Here will be one current because we need to write the node equation. So we'll be just writing the current. So this is 10 ampere current source that is given to us. Here we will be having one 2 ohm resistor. That is already there. So this will be your, we can say the V2. At this point it will be say V1. Okay, then there is a resistor of 6 ohms connected over here. Then there is a resistor of, I'm redrawing the same circuit, 4 ohms connected over here. Then again we will be having a supernode between 3 and 4 and a resistor connected over here which is of 1 ohms. So this will be your V4, this will be V3 and this will be connected over here with a value of 3 ohm and voltage of Vx. This thing is clear to everybody? This already we have done in previous, we can say diagram. Now what we will need to mention is the currents because we need to write the node equations over here. So we need to know the currents over here. So this is say for example I1 current going towards this way, I2 current we can say on this way. Okay, and there is one current 10 ampere going in this way. Say for example this current I3 over here, some current say I5 in this direction, the I4 in this direction. Okay, and this I1 is coming from here. This will be, is it clear to everybody? Here it will be somewhat grounded. Is it clear? We've
Yes,
just
ma'am.
written the, now
Yes,
from
ma'am.
this circuit you need to write the equations. Everybody write down the node equation for the supernode 1 and 2 first. Just see the incoming and outgoing currents and write the equation. The same way that we have written, then we will write that I in terms of V and R. Just write down the node equation from this and tell me what is the equation. I'll be writing over here.
I1 plus I2 is equal to 0.
I1 plus I2 plus I3.
Yes, you have to mention I3 also, or we can say if it is towards I3 is towards, then which is towards
I3 plus
10 is also towards.
I3 plus N is equal
Yes,
to
so we
I1 plus
can say
I2.
I3 plus 10. These are
I1
towards the
plus
node, and these two are away from the node. I2 and I1.
I1.
Yeah? Is it equation is fine? This A equation.
Yes, ma'am.
I3 plus 10 is equal to I2 plus I1 or I1 plus I2. So this is okay. So this is according to KCL, or we can say depending upon this supernode, we have written the node equation for 1 and 2 that you need to mention over here. ठीक है, ये सब कुछ समझ आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what we need to do, because we don't have the value of currents over here, what we need to do here, we need to mention these currents in terms of,
Voltage.
yes, we need to mention it in terms of V and R. So how will you write it? We will again write it in terms of, say for example, V3 minus V2 divided by the resistance between them plus 10. This value we have is equal to V1 minus
By 2.
V4 divided by the resistance between them, which is 3. कितना है? V1 minus V4 divided by 3, yes. Plus
V1 by 2.
V1 divided by
2.
so this is the equation, or we can get it just, we can write it as 5V1 plus V2 minus 5V1
Minus V3.
plus 1V2 हो जाएगा, हाँ प्लस V1 आ जाएगा, V2 आ जाएगा, माइनस V3 आ जाएगा, माइनस 2 इंटू दिस 3 आ गया, तो माइनस 2V4 इज इक्वल टू 60. ठीक है? So this is how, very simple the way you have to write it. Just you have to club two nodes, that's all. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, for supernode 3 and 4. Again, we will be writing the equations. Just coming to the circuit, you can see, and
I1
I'll
is equal
only
to
write the
I5
equation.
plus
Yes, it will be I1 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. All of them, they are out from that node. So we will be writing I1 is equal to I1 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. Is it clear to everybody? ठीक है? So you can again write the same equation in terms of V and write down the final equation. You can do it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now third, this was about the first two properties. Now third property was applying KCL and KVL and to get the third equation. So we need to get the third equation also. So now we can say applying the KVL to the branches, and we need to again redraw the circuit, because if we need to apply the KVL, first we will go for KVL. If you need to apply, we need to draw the loops or we need to draw the mesh currents. ऐसे ही आपने सर्किट बनाना है, क्योंकि लास्ट जब हमने किया था तो वी डिडंट मेंशन दीज सोर्सेज. लास्ट सर्किट में अगर आप देखेंगे वी हैड जस्ट रिटन डॉटेड, so we didn't mention those sources. So it will be now, what was the value of this voltage source? That was an independent one, 20 amperes. So now we need not to mention the resistances, because we'll be just writing the loop equations. So we'll be again mentioning here it was a resistor over here, okay, because we have shorted it at that time and one time we just open it. So there is one dependent source over here and we just can connect it like this. So this is your 6 ohm, this is your 3 ohm, something like that. We'll be just mentioning this is 3Vx, this is plus and minus. Clear to everybody? So we can say this will be your one loop, this will be second, and this will be third. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Say loop number 3, loop number 2, and loop number 1. Is it clear? Now you can apply KVL to this particular circuit. ठीक है? KCL हमने ऊपर apply किया for 2 super nodes. Now we are applying KVL. So here you can write the equation. Tell me the equation you can write from here. It will be, so it is plus to minus. Yes, current is going from minus to plus. Yes. What will be the first equation? Minus
20.
V1 plus 20 plus V2 is equal to 0. Simple as it is. V1 minus V2 is equal to 20. ठीक है? और एक और चीज, अब हमारे पास एक चीज है in terms of Vx. So we need to mention that Vx also. Vx is equal to, है कि नहीं, V1 minus V4. यही है ना आपका? This was your V1.
Yes, ma'am.
This is your V4. So we can mention that V1 minus higher potential पे, ये lower पे, तो we can write V1 minus V4. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we
Yes,
got the
ma'am.
equations. Now we got the equations for loop 3 also. You can write down the equation. This is for, we can say loop 1. ठीक है? This is for loop 1. Now we can write the equation for loop 3 also. Loop 2 के लिए और loop 3 के लिए you can write ना minus V3 plus 3Vx plus V4 is equal to 0. 2 के लिए क्या
Yes,
होगी?
ma'am.
है ना? Minus. I'll write that equation also. Go on writing.
V3 minus V4.
Yes. So for loop 2, I'll write now. This was for loop 1. Now for loop 2, I will write the equation. You also go on writing the equations in the same way. For loop 2, we will write. It will be minus V3 plus 3Vx plus V4 is equal to 0. And this Vx we can write in terms of V1 minus V4. So you can rewrite this equation. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So it will be in terms of V1, V2, V3 now. And what about the third equation? Loop 3. It will be 3V1 minus V3 minus 2. V4 is equal to 0. Is it clear? ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
3V1 minus V3 minus 2V4 is equal to 0. Clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है बेटा? So we have written all the 3 equations and we need to write the node voltages, we can say for V1, V2, V3 and V4. Fine. So for that we can just write down this. One more thing we can just write down in place of this I3. For loop 3 we can just write down 6. For loop V3 we will be writing in terms of Vx also, no? So it will be Vx minus 3Vx plus
6
V into I, 6I3. Okay, minus 20 is equal to 0. So this will be your final equation for loop 3. This was defining this. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can say 6i3, that will be equal to simply v3, or we can say vx is equal to v1 minus v4, because there are many unknowns in this particular equation. So we need to just make it simpler. So we will be just replacing 6i3 is equal to v3 minus v2, or we can say it will be v3 minus v2. 6i3 is equal to v3 minus v2, and vx is equal to v1 minus v4. So what is the final equation we'll get? Minus 2 v1 minus v2 plus v3 plus 2 v4 is equal to, is this equation clear to everybody? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so we got 3 equations, loop 1, loop 2 and loop 3. We got 3 equations. Okay, so we have these node voltages, and we have the equations. That was this equation first. Second was your 3v1 minus v3 minus 2v4, this equation. And third equation was v1 minus v2 is equal to 20. Okay, is it clear, all the 3 equations?
Ma'am, it should be minus 4v4 in the loop 3 first equation.
In which equation? I have written minus v3. कौन सी loop 3 वाली?
Yes, ma'am. Loop 3 first equation.
लूप 3 की इक्वेशन है 3v1 minus v3 minus 2v4.
It should be minus 4v4.
2 minus,
Minus 4v4.
एक मिनट बेटा, लूप 3 के लिए आपका आ गया vx, हाँ ये आ गया ना, minus 2v1 minus 2v2 plus v3 plus 2v4
Yes,
is equal
ma'am.
to 20. ठीक है, ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
So we got these 4 equations, and we can again substitute the equations in this and solve and draw the now we can make the matrix also. ठीक है, अब हमने eliminate कर दिया ना उस node voltage Vx को in terms of V1 and V4. So we have now the number of equations. We have to find V1, V2, V3 and V4. ठीक है, so V2 जो है that we can eliminate. Reason being it will be equal to, yes, is it clear? So we will be now having 3 equations and 3 unknowns. Why? Because V2 is equal to V1 minus. Is it clear बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है ना? So हमारे पास equations कितनी थी? 3. So unknowns थे 4, but V2 will be known to us. So we'll be finding V1, V3 and V4. So what will be the matrix for us now? Because I told you you have to solve it by Cramer's rule. So you need to make the matrix also. What will be the matrix? I'll draw it. Yes. What is the matrix? From these 3 equations, we'll be having one matrix also. What is that? Yes. What are the entries for this? Is it so? First row is okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Second row?
-5,
And minus?
-60.
Okay, so we will multiply by them with 3 voltages, V1, V3
V1,
and
V2 and
V4, because V2 is already known to us, that we can calculate when we will be having the value of V1. So V2 will be equal to V1 minus 20. So we need not to write V2 over here. V2 is equal to V1 minus 20. So if we will find V1, V2 will be automatically calculated. So this will be equal to, what are the 3 values? 0,
80,
80 and
0, 80 and
80.
40.
सो दिस इज योर मैट्रिक्स. तो जब आपको कैलकुलेटर दी जाएंगे उसमें आपको ये मैट्रिक्स डायरेक्ट डाल के आंसर नहीं निकालना है. यहाँ पे यू नीड टू फाइंड डेल्टा. आपको यहाँ पे मेंशन करना है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप करना है. देन यू नीड टू फाइंड डेल्टा 1, देन डेल्टा 2, देन डेल्टा 3. देन यू विल फाइंड V1, V3 and V4. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ठीक है ना?
ma'am.
आपको कैलकुलेटर तो दी और कैलकुलेटर में मैट्रिक्स भी ऐसा सॉल्व हो जाती है, बट आपने वैसे नहीं करना है, डायरेक्ट नहीं लिखना है, इसको आपने डेल्टा कैलकुलेट करना है, तभी आपको इस क्वेश्चन के पूरे मार्क्स मिलेंगे. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीबडी?
Yes, ma'am.
So from that we can find V1. Cramer's rule तो अब आपको आता है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Delta 1
Delta
by
1 by delta. So we can simply find it, and answer we can get it as equal to 26.67. This much volts is for V1. For V3 it is equal to minus 173 approximately. Yes, 173. So I can directly write the answer. So this is 173.3 V3. This much volts. And what about V1 आपका आ गया 26.6. V3 आपका आ गया 173.3 volts. And V4 आपका है so these are the three values we are getting. Is it clear to everybody now?
Yes,
And V2
ma'am.
you can just calculate. V2 will be equal to V1 minus 20. So it comes out to be 6.67. So I can write V2 also. V2 is equal to 6.67.
6.67.
ठीक है? So everybody, you got to understand now how we can solve this nodal analysis by using the super node.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी बेटा बोलो.
मैम लूप 3 इक्वेशन दिखाओगे मैम, उसमें डाउट है.
हाँ जी बोलो बेटा. Loop 3 equation. I'll again write. Just a minute. Loop 3 equation I will write again. For loop 3 पहले हम सर्किट पे आ जाते हैं. एक मिनट, एक बारी आपको यहाँ से बता देते हैं सर्किट कहाँ गया. Yes, this is our circuit now. So for this loop 3 we need to write the equation. So it is Vx because here it is Vx. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
So Vx, ठीक है? That will be across this. So minus 3Vx, that is this voltage, because this is at positive and this is at negative. This is plus, this is minus. So Vx minus 3Vx.
Yes,
ठीक
ma'am.
है? और अगला क्या है? 6 into I3. So plus 6 into I3.
Yes,
ठीक
ma'am.
है? माइनस, अब यहाँ पे माइनस टू प्लस है, सो माइनस 20 इज इक्वल टू 0. शुड आई राइट इट?
No, ma'am.
राइट इट अगेन. Vx, जिसको देखना है एक बार देख लो. Vx माइनस 3Vx प्लस 6I3. 6I3 क्यों लिखा है हमने? क्योंकि हमारे पास यहाँ पे 6 ओम रेजिस्टर था और I3 वैल्यू इसकी इस लूप की लूप करंट है. माइनस 20, ये वोल्टेज भी थी हमारे पास. दिस ऑल विल बी इक्वल टू 0. Is this loop 3 equation now clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what we did then, we wrote Vx in terms of this was V1 minus
V4.
V4. तो इसलिए हमारे पास number of जो unknowns थे that get reduced, V1 minus and V4, and then we put it and solve it. और I3 के बदले हमने क्या लिखा? 6I3
V2
V3
V2
minus V3. ठीक है? जो आपका 6V3, because these two nodes were there. We were having these two nodes ना. This was your V2 and this was V3. Okay,
V3.
I'll show it by red color. So this was your V2, this was your V3, and 6 ohms was the resistance between them, and I3 was the current. So we could just write in terms of 6I3. It would be potential, or we can say the difference between the two nodes, that was V3 minus V2. Clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
तो इससे हमारा जो इक्वेशन था सब कुछ V1, V2, V3 और V4 के टर्म्स में आ गया. फाइन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now we'll move to the next we can say topic of our this talk. So I can now share that with you. Next topic. We have still 10 minutes. We can just go with the introduction, then we will start that in our next lecture. We'll just go with the introduction, nothing else. So I'll be just sharing with you, because actually I had one meeting at 2, so I thought you will be not be able to attend the class. So it is better let we prepone it and finish with our class. Okay, now I'll be just sharing the next chapter. So this was all about the first unit, that was the DC circuit. Is it clear to everybody now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
इसको भाई practice कर लो, otherwise you won't be able to understand it. It's better that you all practice it well, okay? Then only you will be able to we can say attempt the questions, because it's a totally numerical based subject. ये ध्यान रखना. Everything is dependent upon the practice that you do the practice for your numericals. Everything depends upon that. Fine. It's better if you practice. Okay, then we'll be next starting with the AC fundamentals. So now all of you are familiar with the difference. We had discussed that in one of our classes, that what is the difference between the DC and AC. What do you mean by this? Is the know the difference between the two?
Yes, ma'am.
Anna? And what is the difference that I told you? These are dependent upon some particular quantity and other is what? Yes, we
Frequency.
can say
Frequency and time.
is depending upon the frequency. So we can call it as frequency dependent ones. Okay. Which one is the frequency dependent one? This.
AC.
Yes. As we can just see with the help of our, we can say graphical representation also. This will be something like DC circuit
DC.
or representation in DC, and this will be some sort of representation in AC. Clear? Okay, this will be some representation in AC and this will be representation of DC. Now the difference is clear to everybody? One more thing. In case of DC circuits, we used to represent, say for example, I'll just enter one more slide. Just clear these fundamentals in your minds. It's very important that you should be very much crystal clear to everybody that what we are going to differentiate between the two. Because otherwise, if you don't make it clear at the very beginning, you will be just be confused. Whenever you will be doing this particular topic, you will be just confused. So it's better to get all these basics clear. So we can just go with the basics now. Now, in case of DC, if you mention whatever we had discussed in previous circuits, we used to say, for example, if you need to mention the voltage, how we were mentioning the voltage, it was like this, 4 volt.
Yes,
Everybody,
ma'am.
is it clear? Now, in case of AC, or for that matter, if it is current also, not the voltage only. Now, you need to mention the current. You need to mention it as, say, 4 amps. Anna? Is it clear? Now, in case of AC, when you need to mention the value of the voltage, you can write it as only 4 volts. No, it's wrong. Because here, the instantaneous value need to be shared. Means we need to see that the value, say for example, this is voltage versus time. Okay, we need to see over here that at every instant, say for example, we have a one cycle which is of say some sort of time intervals. Say if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to some duration. If it is of we can say one complete cycle. So for that cycle, we can see at every point, at every we can say instant of time, the value of voltage is varying. Yes. So if you are talking of voltage, you will be asking that voltage at what instant? Which voltage? I cannot say it's only 4 volt. No, I need to mention voltage at time is equal to what? Clear? So how will you mention this will be now some sort of sinusoidal input. Yes. So we need to mention it in terms of something like this. I'll be just telling you. We will be mentioning it something like V is equal to. Is this expression clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
We have two components here. Something like Vm, which is the maximum voltage at a particular instant. And there will be something as sine and something as omega t also. Omega t, or we can say theta. Hai, with which we can say parameter it is moving or it is changing. Or we can say in case of AC, we will be having two components. What will be that? Magnitude and?
Excuse me, ma'am, there is a voice lag.
Okay, I'm trying to. Am I not audible to you?
I'm all clear.
I'm audible.
Okay. So we need to have two components in this case. If you are talking of AC, we need to have two components. One is magnitude, one is
Angle.
ठीक है. अब इसकी with respect to this, I'll be now discussing about the complex numbers that we will be very frequently using in this. Is this clear to you? In case of or why these complex numbers will be, we can say, essential, or they will be some sort of prerequisite when you will be discussing the AC circuits. You have discussed, you have studied this in your mathematics course. You know what is a complex number?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In case of mathematics, we need to, we can say it with respect to some iota. You have some idea about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Just,
ma'am.
just a second. Just a second.
Yes.
Then yes, I was discussing about this current. So this iota, we were discussing about that complex numbers. We were using this iota, but in case of mathematics, we frequently use I for
J.
current. So it will be now, we can say, sort of confusing that if it will be iota or it will be current. So for electrical, we can say, circuits, this I is just a representation of the imaginary number that is replaced by J. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
In case of mathematics, you need to express the imaginary number by iota. But in case of the electrical circuit or electrical nomenclature, we represent that by name. सबको ये बात क्लियर हो गई? जैसे हम लिखते थे ना 4 + 3 आयोटा, ऐसा कुछ लिखते थे ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
यहाँ पे हम क्या बोलेंगे? J लिखेंगे, because I we mostly use in case of electrical circuit for currents. So this nomenclature gets a bit changed. So imaginary number will be now denoted by J. इतना आपको क्लियर हो गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ठीक
ma'am.
है. अब आप आज के लिए क्या, what you will be studying for today will be just, you will we can say recollect, because we will be taking one more class on this, then we can proceed. You will recall these things. What do you mean by the rectangular form? ठीक है. What do you mean by the polar form? ये सब आप पढ़ चुके हो in mathematics, है ना? And what do you mean by the exponential form? These three things, what I have just we can say highlighted over here: rectangular form, exponential form, and the third one is polar form. Clear to everybody? These three things you need to recollect and recall, because in next class I'll be discussing about it. Clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
So these things you have to study for today.
Yes, ma'am.
One is you practice the numericals for the last topic that we have done, because we have completed that. Second assignment to you for today is to recall this. Okay, rectangular, polar and exponential. Then I'll be discussing about that how we will be using it in this particular topic. Clear to everybody?